Welcome, Western New York. Welcome, Western New York, as now we bring to you live this game, Medina versus Akron, a battle of first place in C North. We got a great one in store for us tonight. I'll tell you, we can't wait to get this one started. I'm Tom Prince. I'm joined by Francis Beck. We got Heidi Gunther as our producer. We got one of the best cameramen in the business in Russ Battaglia. Boy, we're ready to go for a big one here, Francis, tonight. What do you think?
This is a game that a lot of us, including these two teams, been waiting a long time for. It was kind of a rescheduled game, and it turns out the division's on the line here.
So we're going to take a quick break. The national anthem has just started. I know it's going to be tough to hear, but we'll see if we can do pick it up for you. All right, we are pumped for this one. I'll tell you right now, we got 6-0 Medina that will go against 5-1 Akron. Both teams look like they were going to come into this one undefeated against each other, but Franklinville-Ellicottville had something to say about that last week with a big win over Akron, 40-7. You know, I think we've got some big names we're going to be talking about in this one. You know, let's start off with the Akron team as the visiting team. Tell us a little bit about that team, Francis.
Well, they're led by dual-threat quarterback Travis Fry, and let me tell you, this guy is a football player, plays both ways. You'll see him at corner, and he'll come up and make some big hits. Again, this kid is what a football player is all about. He can run, he can throw it, and he can hit it as well. I'm excited to see him.
They may tell you in the lacrosse field that's a little different, right? As he's a Division I lacrosse commit, he's going to play at Siena. We've got another player in the baseball side that's gone to Siena here in Western New York. So they're absolutely coming into our area and doing some recruiting, but we're going to be talking about a lot about him today. They're also going to be led by Brody Hibbard at the running back, and then Christopher Bergman will be their top receiver, is who we're going to be talking about from a receiving standpoint. So those are probably the biggest players to watch out for. Who Akron's going to be missing, as you can see, he's one of the captains out there right now, is number 66, Matthew Cavell. He's the senior defensive tackle, 6'4", 265. He is a complete beast out there in the field. In fact, has been getting some Division I invites already to see how strong and how good he really is on those lines. Unfortunately, he's got a concussion that they're hoping to get him back for the playoffs.
Covell, 18 total tackles on the season. That will be a big loss for that Tiger defense.
Yeah, especially against, like we're talking about, one of the top C teams in the state, never mind just here in Western New York. And then for Medina, no doubt, we led by their quarterback, pitcher for baseball, Xander Payne. This kid's got a gun on him. There's no doubt about it. Running backs will be Noah Skinner's the guy to watch. Got a chance to watch him against Lackawanna, probably one of the most underrated running backs in Western New York. And then your two wide receivers to watch out for, Jaron Rim and Joe Cicchini. But I'll tell you, this Medina team stays loaded. They are a very good team still again this year, and may be deeper this year than they were last year.
Well, how many teams have two running backs over 350 yards and then three receivers over 200 yards? That's almost unheard of. I mean, maybe Orchard Park, but
But Orchard Park doesn't have the runner.
You're right.
Orchard Park has the passing there, but they don't have the running guy there. So, no, I agree with you 100%. I mean, this team is not a one-dimensional team. They can play in many different types of games, right, where they could either run it, they could pass it. There's a lot of things that they can do, but no doubt this should be a good one. You got to think Akron is pumped about this one. Even though they're down a defensive tackle, you know they're going to do everything. You wonder even if Akron was looking past Franklinville, Ellicville, because they knew they were coming to this game. This was the game they wanted. Who knows? We'll see.
If we haven't said before, this game will decide that C North Division.
Yep. And kicking off for Medina is Xander Payne right there. He's actually the kicker too. But boy, like I said, this kid's got a gun. Like I said, you're going to be talking about him going to the pitcher's mound. This is a kid that could throw at minimum 85 miles an hour. He's been clocked from 85 to 87 on the mound. So he's got a gun. He really does.
Yeah, and this offense is set up for him. They're going to line up in a traditional shotgun 4-wide set, and it gives him a lot of freedom. He has 4 receivers out there to throw with, and then they can do a lot of stuff with the option as well.
You're going to see Fry right now is going to take over under center. He gets his signs. He's got Hibbard joining him in the backfield right next to him. Defense backs off a little bit. We get the first plate off. Fry looks back, and he's looking to go deep on the first play, and that's going to be, this is tied up. It looks like an interception, and it is an interception right there in the first play of the game. I think it was number 8 who came down with that, if I'm correct. Let's see. We're trying to see. Is that 8?
Is that an 8 or a 4?
I think it's a number 8. I think that's a number 8. Greg Thompson, the senior defensive back. It is. You can see as he turns around, we finally get a chance to see that it was 8. And that was Greg Thompson there with the one-handed interception. Unbelievable we start this one off.
Yeah, he kind of threw it. It's almost like that Odell Beckham catch, pulls it in while the receiver was trying to battle for it. That's his 3rd pick of the year, and that's a big start for the Mustangs.
Wow. So now you're going to turn the ball right over. One play, Medina comes back out, Payne under center, and he's going to look to throw himself right now as that's going to go up to number 4, Jared Rim. Rim breaks a tackle right there, gets out to the 50-yard line. That's a first down and a big start right out there for Medina.
Yeah, Rim just makes a great play after getting the ball, making the defender miss. He's able to get around and gets a big gain out to the 50-yard line.
Quick start right there, right? Look right to the outside. Let Rim do his thing. Rim's a kid that we're going to see multiple sports. We talk about him all the time. He can not only do it on the football field, he can do it on the basketball court. He's a kid watch out for in multiple sports. So Payne gets set. Looks to take the snap. He's going to hand this one off this time. He hands it off to Poole. Poole goes right up the gut right there for a first down. He's going to take it down to the 36-yard line.
Medina plays in this pistol formation, you'll notice, where they kind of, the fullback and the quarterback, running back kind of create this right triangle. And I love this formation because it was the one I started out with, and I think it gives you a lot of options. Your tailback and your fullbacks are farther back from the line of scrimmage, so they're really able to create some momentum for themselves, and then you still can have a passing game as well.
So Payne gets set, looks to take the snap. He's going to throw this time, and that one's going to go over to Rim again as Rim gets tackled right at the 27-yard line, it looks like. Just shy of the first down. That should be right about 7 yards for that one.
And Rim was on the other side of the field as well, so they're giving... So as much as they stay in this pistol formation, they move their guys around, which I'm sure is confusing this Akron secondary.
Very quick passes too, right? Real quick right now, not giving the defense a chance to react right here. And here we go. There's a snap. It's going to be handoff to Skinner right now, and Skinner's going to go right up the gut, but it's going to be taken down right. It looks like it may be a half yard short of the first down. But now it'll be second and short right here.
They were trying to catch the Akron defense sleeping, but the Tigers did a great job of staying home and making the play on Skinner, not falling for the fake.
And I apologize. That was third and short, so I apologize on that one. So right now, Payne goes right up under center, hands it right up to Skinner. Skinner goes up the gut, and this time he's going to get the first down. Hold on. They're going to move him back a little. Did you see his knee went down first? Did you see that? His knee went down. He kind of went forward a little bit more.
There was like a second effort that kind of deal there.
But it didn't matter. It was still a first down. And remember, in high school sports, when that knee hits the ground, then play stops whether you were knocked down or not. So absolutely the play did stop right there, but it still was enough for a first down. So Payne's going to get ready. He's got Skinner over to his right. He's got Poole in the back. And he's going to hand this one off right now to Poole. He's going to break one out to the outside, but looks to get tackled right there. And it looks like the first two on the tackle were number 4, Bergman, and number 32, Lotz, the senior inside linebacker, 5'10", 160-pounder right there.
You could tell Poole was trying to go too fancy, bounce to the outside when there really wasn't anything there. And I know, looking at Coach Valley right there, I don't think he was happy at the decision his running back made on that play.
Looks like maybe a half-yard gain on this one. So we've got 2nd and 9. Payne looking at this. He's going to keep this one. He's going to throw it. No, he's going to keep it right now. So he's looking to take this one down 20-15 and knocked out, it looks like, at the 11-yard line right there. But Payne does a good job of getting down, and they're going to call that one a first down right there as he's going to take over at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Nice methodical drive here by Medina. We talked about them. They're two-dimensional right here. They've done it both by the run and the pass on this drive.
Yeah, you can tell the Akron defense just doesn't know what to expect, what to really do on this drive.
So Medina comes up to the line. Skinner comes right up to the line with his lineman. Payne gets set. This is going to go and hand off to Poole right up the middle, but he looks like he's going to get taken down by a host right there of players from Akron. It looked like the first one in on there was number 77, Simon Blue Eye. The senior defensive tackle, 6'3", 270-pounder. I'm telling you, this line, though, for Akron, which is why I think you've seen them done so well this year, right? We got Cavell, senior defensive tackle, 6'4", 265. You got Blue Eye, 6'3", 270, and Stenman, 6'1", 255. And here comes the snap. Handoff to, oh no, it's a keeper. He rolls out. He's going to throw this one in the end zone. And there you go. That's a touchdown right there. Trying to see who that number is. I think it may be Joe Cicchini on this one. Nope, it's number 4 right there. So that was Jaron Rim.
Yeah, of the legendary Rim family at Medina. I believe Isaiah was here a couple years ago, had a fantastic career here at Medina, and just continuing that legacy. That formation, I'm sure Medina was expecting run again because all you have is that tailback in the backfield, but they have a pass play out of it, and it's executed perfectly.
So they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be a keeper as Payne goes up the middle, but he is going to be stopped right there, and it is taken down again by number 77, Simon Blue Eye. So, definitely, that's a big stop right there for Akron. As you can see, we talked a little bit about this. This is probably one of the most we've really seen because we've seen great numbers coming out of Medina, right? You talked about rushing the ball. You've talked about passing the ball with Payne. But Payne is a two-dimensional type quarterback. He can run the ball at the same time. And, in fact, when you look at rushing numbers on here, right, he is – when you look at his numbers –
he's got about 47 yards coming into this game, so he can take off when he needs to.
But you can see is both times, right, he actually took off, broke out to the outside, and your defenses had to worry that he was going to run the ball there. One time he runs it, one time he passes it, and it shows just how tough that could be for defenses.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. It keeps the defense on their toes.
But again, just another part of the game we didn't talk about. Did you see Medina, right? How you get ready for teams. What are the wrinkles you're going to have into play? One of the wrinkles we've seen earlier right now is Payne using his legs. 7:29 left in the first half. This has got a chance to be recovered.
Did he go out of bounds, though?
No, did they just signal towards that? That was Medina they just signaled toward, wasn't it?
I think they're going to discuss it, but you're right. They did kind of half signal.
They did. That's a Medina ball. That's been recovered by Medina right there. Wow.
And guess what? That was Payne on the kick. He knew exactly what he was doing. He kicked it towards the sideline, and the return man or his guys knew exactly where it was going to go and jumped right on it.
We talked about on the show that you and I did in place of Frank this past week, right? How special teams comes into play in every single high school game. There it is, comes into play there. And how many times have we seen that exact kick come back for the other team because they didn't go after it? Payne looks to throw. And there he is. He's going deep right there. And that ball's going to be just out of the arms right there of number 8, Greg Thompson. Looked like he had to go backwards a little bit for that. Couldn't reel it in. It was a little bit high. That was going to be a great catch if he did come up with it.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit behind where they expected to be. And we do have a penalty, it appears. Maybe a hold.
Yep,
but
that's
Medina
exactly what it is.
Back.
So that's big for Akron right there because you definitely, Akron's trying to look at this and going, boy, we've seen a full drive right there from Medina, one playing out for our offense right there. We don't even get it on the second one. So you think about we've already gone almost 5 minutes into this game and Akron's thrown the ball once. So here you go. Payne's going to get his play coming into the huddle right here, letting his team know exactly what the play is. Breaks. Payne's going to come up under center on this one. And there it is, the pitch right out to Poole. Poole's looking to break this one. Comes up the middle, makes a move. He's looking to break it the outside, 30. And he's taken down right, it looks like the 29-yard line by number 20, Alex Wick, the junior defensive back, 5'7", 150-pounder. But Poole gets all that penalty back and also 5 yards on top of it. So now we've got a second down and manageable 5 for Medina.
Man, Poole is so explosive that he was supposed to go outside that play, but he sees a hole inside, quickly bounces in, and makes a huge play.
Nice cut, as you said. Nice cut move there by Poole. So Payne goes under center. He's going to look to hand off to Poole again. He's going to go right up the middle right now, and he's going to be taken down at almost at the first down marker, the 29-yard line right there. Again, taken down by number 77, Simon Blue Eye.
Yeah, he got a great jump off the ball. I thought he maybe left a hair early before the snap, but he was in full stride by the time he got the ball, and that would really help propel him forward.
So they did give them the first down, so it will be 1st and 10 at the 29. Hey, how good would this Akron defense be if Blue Eye right here, right, and you're talking about Cavell, were right now both on that defensive line?
Yeah, that could be very good.
That's exactly why they're 5-1 is what it is. So Payne's looking to hand off. This handoff goes to Rim. Rim looking to break it in the outside. Gets tackled right there by number 22. Brody Hibbert is on the tackle as that one's going to be a 3-yard gain for Rim.
Yeah, Medina, again, another wrinkle in their offense, doing the jet sweep with Rim. You could tell this Akron team doesn't know what they're doing, and they're still playing the run. They only have one safety back, so I think you're going to see Medina pretty soon try to hit the end zone.
So you can see Payne goes back into the shotgun. And that's going to be a timeout that's going to be called by Akron. So that's their first timeout called with 5:11 left in the first half. We're also going to take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this quick break.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Okay, we are back right now. 5:11 left. Rim stays in the shotgun right now. He's looking to go back. He's going to throw this one, and this one's going to be to Woodrow. Woodrow takes it down to, it looks like, the 6-yard line. But Woodrow, big catch right there, and you can just see Medina getting multiple guys involved. As from the passing game, we've seen Rim, and we've also seen Woodrow, and we've also seen Thompson. 3 different receivers already catch balls right now for the Medina team.
And that was a tight window that Payne threw into right on the money and made a great play.
So right now, Payne gets set. Poole joins right next to him on this one. He's going to get it right now. He's looking to, no, and that's going to be a keeper. I apologize. By Payne right up the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown right now as it's a fake handoff over to Payne. Payne breaks it to the outside, and you saw Payne go right up the gut right there for the touchdown. And now you'll see Medina again go for the 2.
Anything they want to right now. Run, pass, jet sweep, deep passes, short passes. There's really, Akron cannot stop them.
So Payne gets set. Poole comes up and joins him again. And Payne's going to keep it and go right up the middle again, same as the touchdown. This time to the left side of the A-gap, goes right up there, and now gets a 2-point conversion, and Medina leads 14-0.
Yeah, another fantastic drive by Medina, right from recovering the kickoff. They run, they pass it. An A-plus drive for the Mustangs.
So, boy, this is exactly what Medina is looking for a start, I'll tell you that.
Looking at we talked about two-dimensional offense. Medina has 102 yards, 54 rushing, 48 passing. You can't get much more even than that.
Yeah, and Akron has run one play. So there's no yards. They've run one play, and it was an interception that came right off the gates, the first play of the game for them. So we're absolutely waiting to see the offense here for Akron, as we haven't seen them with 4:40 left inside the first quarter. So Payne's going to get set right now to kick this one off. And it's almost the same spot as he did last time. This may get recovered again.
It is.
Oh, no. This is just a hurt one right now for Akron. And this one is going to be received by number 12, Caden Lillaby, the junior wide receiver defensive back. He's the one who recovers this one for Medina.
Same kick, same spot, same results.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I'll tell you, this isn't the first time we've seen this, Francis. I've seen this all year. Teams are doing this all year. And if you're not going to be aggressive and go after the ball and get it, this is going to happen every single time. And give Medina credit. I mean, they're going to keep doing it until you stop them is what's going to happen here. So Payne right now is going to get set. He's going to throw this one. He throws it up, and that one's going to be complete right at the 29-yard line. And again, that's going to be to Thompson right there.
No, I think, is that to Thompson? Yeah, you're right. That is to Thompson. This is a great comeback route. That ball was thrown completely. That was planned. It was behind Payne, back shoulder throw. Payne just turned around and got it. There was no chance for the defender to make a play.
Yep, does a great job. He even lays out for it too, right? Comes down, makes sure he makes the great play, and you've got another first down right here. Clock keeps ticking as he stays in bounds, so that's 4:15 left right now inside the first quarter. Payne goes back under center right here. He's looking to hand this one off. It's going to go to Poole. Poole goes up the gut. He's going to go in for a touchdown right here. 10-5 touchdown, Medina.
Doing whatever they want. Poole just does a great job. He finds the hole on that left side of the offensive line. I believe it was between the tackle and guard. And really, after that first 5 yards, there was no one there.
Once that hole opened up by the offensive line right there. Oh, we've got the replay going right now. So you can see the replay right here, and you can see him marching right in. But once that hole opened up, and you can see Poole found that hole, unbelievable. He just wasn't going to be stopped. And when he gets a chance to get through the hole and then break it to the outside, he becomes even faster. So here you go. Payne's going to look to hand this one off. That's going to go right up the middle right there. That one is going to be to, I think that was number 5, Arnold, on that one. Am I correct? Yep, that was number 5, Arnold, on that one. The sophomore running back, 6'1", 175-pounder, as that 2-point conversion is going to be good right now, as Medina, 22 points, Akron, 1 play.
We both came into this game, thought that Medina was going to be the better team. I wasn't expecting this kind of start. I mean,
I don't think Akron was expecting this kind of start if you think about it, right? I mean, it's all been because of 2, I don't want to call them onside kicks, more like a squib kick that's going about 20 yards is what it's going.
But you know what? They're clearly planning. They planned that spot.
For
whatever reason, either because of their guys or what they feel like what's being overput on that side of Akron. You can tell now they're Akron's putting extra guys over on that 40-yard line. Those were clearly planned.
Yep. I mean, he literally hit between that 40 and 35-yard line is where both of those 2 kicks went. So we'll see what the adjustment is now. As you even see right now, you see Hibbard right now, who's the return guy. He's been coming up, right? He's not even going back. He's moving up too. And that one's going to be kicked. This one looks like it's going to go out of play, though, right there. As it goes out of bounds, it looks like the 20-yard line right there. So that one will be a penalty flag thrown, and that should come back up to the 35-yard line, where Akron's finally going to get a chance to throw the ball here.
And if I'm Coach Klaus, I'm coming up with easy to execute plays for my offense. You haven't been on the field for really 8 minutes of gameplay, 20 minutes of real time. So come up with some easy plays. Either it's a run up the middle or it's a easy bubble screen to your receiver. Just something to get your confidence going for your quarterback and your offense.
You're at a big game when you see Harry Skull, the photographer of the Buffalo News, as he's here today. Fry right now looking to take the first snap, and he's going to hand that one off, and that one's going to go about, it looks like, 2, maybe 3 yards there, as that one actually was handed off to Hibbard.
And again, that's a nice, easy play to get your offense started. You get 3 yards. You build a little confidence for your offense.
So Fry right now looking to get his play right now from the sideline. He gets it, calling it out to his receivers. Hibbard's got it. Fry right now in the shotgun. And it's going to be a handoff to Hibbard right there, but Hibbard's going to be swallowed up right there. And it looked like you had 2 guys on that one, as Cicchini was one of them, and the other one was number 52, the lineman right there for Medina, who is Chris Johnson, the junior defensive lineman, 6 foot, 255-pounder. So here comes a 3rd and 7 up right now. And this one's going to be thrown, and it's going to be intercepted right there as it goes out of Hibbard's hands right into the hands of, I think that was Poole right there. Yep, and that's number 2, Poole right there. Poole with the interception. And again, Medina's going to have phenomenal field position.
Yeah, it literally dropped into his hands off the tip. Ball wasn't thrown that well, but it was a little behind. It comes up tipped, and big interception for Medina. I think, what we now, 4 offensive plays, maybe 3 offensive plays.
That was 4, because that would have been 4th down if they didn't get it, right? So 3 offensive plays plus the interception, 4 plays, but Medina's got 22 points against 4 plays. So Payne back under center right now. He's going to pitch it right out. That one's going to go 25, 30, 20-yard line. Looking to break multiple tackles, as again, that was Robert Arnold right there on the run, and he's going to have a first down because he takes that down to, it looks like, the 19-yard line right there.
And I'm going to give some credit to the fullback, Noah Skinner. He made a great seal block on the edge, opening that hole outside the tackle that Arnold could get through.
Last time I watched Medina and Lackawanna played, I called Skinner the unsung hero of the game. The kid does everything out there and doesn't get the credit he deserves here in Western New York. And here goes Arnold right now. He's going up the gut. Skinner leading the way, but Arnold will be taken down, it looks like, at the 12-yard line. Nope, sorry, that's actually at the 10-yard line. Looks like it was a 9-yard gain right there. So this will be 2nd and 1 right now for Medina. Clock keeps ticking. We've got 1:46 right now left inside the first half.
Your first quarter.
First quarter, I apologize. Feels like the first half is what it felt like. So Payne right now back under center. And he's going to throw this one. This one's going to go to the outside. There's a move right there, and that's going to go in for a touchdown. And that looks like was to Rim again. So Rim gets his 2nd touchdown of the day. Now Medina on all cylinders.
Yeah, everything is going right for them. Let's take another look at the we have the replay here. And that was Rim. He just made a great play on the defensive back to get behind him and get in the end zone.
Just broke a tackle right there, and he's in, right? Make the catch, break the tackle, you're in. Great job there. So Payne right now is back in the shotgun. He's going to hand this one off to Arnold. Arnold's going to go straight up the gut right there, and there's your 2-point conversion as Medina now leads this one 30-0, and we're not even through the first quarter yet.
No, and you know what the other thing is? Medina's kind of tons of short fields. I don't think they started past the 50-yard line. Everything they started has been in Akron's end.
The one play, the interception.
Yes,
where they intercepted.
Actually, yeah.
That was the only time they were in.
They passed it like 2 plays.
Yep. It was one. Remember, first play, boom, right there, started over there, and then like you said, it was.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's right. That was the pass play. Yeah,
it took 2 plays to cross over the 50 then. But wow, we're talking 129. We've seen everything from Medina. You know, we knew how good the Medina team is, right? And we've seen it. I mean, with wins right now, 54-6 over Timon, 40-0 over Newfane, 34-16 over Lackawanna, which I had that game to call, 38-6 over Cleve Hill, 44-13 over Wilson, and 62-0 over Tonawanda. And now you've got Akron. In the next game, you go against a rival game where they will actually play against Albion in a rivalry game next. And this is another squib tick. This one's going to come out but be recovered right at the 30-yard line by number 75, Jack Pazdursky, the junior offensive lineman, defensive end, 6 foot, 185-pounder. And Akron will get a chance to right now take over right at the 30-yard line.
If I'm Coach Klaus, I'm going to go to the option, and I'm going to let my quarterback keep the ball on the ground because he's had trouble throwing. 2 interceptions, not entirely his fault, but give him some confidence at least running the football, trying to get something going on the edge, and then you get back to that passing game.
The second one definitely wasn't his fault. The first one was a play that could have gone either way too, right? So, I mean, I'm not even going to say any of these were his fault at this point, So we're going to get a flag thrown right here. It's going to be a false start against Akron. So that's now going to make it 1st and 15, and just things keep going wrong right now for this Akron team.
Yeah, you really can't have that if you're the Tigers to go backwards in this situation.
So Fry right now in the shotgun. He's going to take it. He's going to keep it right now, and it breaks 1-2 tackles, but it's still going to be a loss right there. As you can just see this Medina team getting into the backfield. It's not just one player getting into the backfield. It's multiple players. And it looks like the first one that was in on there was number 7, Dominic Larrabee, the junior defensive end, 6'5", 240.
Yeah, the Mustangs defensive line just got a great jump off the snap, and the line for Akron was not ready.
So 2nd and 18 right now. 47 seconds and ticking. Fry takes the snap. He's going to go back to throw, and this one almost intercepted again. Unfortunately, it was a little too low to be intercepted by number 35, Kadon Cleveland, the sophomore defensive back right there. but Medina almost comes up with another one.
And that was really the defensive line. If you look, Medina only has 2 down linemen, but 52 and 7. So Chris Johnson and Dominic Larrabee got right in the backfield right away and forced Fry to throw that early and almost got picked off.
So 41 seconds, 3rd and 18. We're still inside the first quarter right here. Fry looks to throw. That one's going to be completed to number 3 right there, Donnie Crayer, the junior wide receiver. But once he falls down, Donnie falls down right there at the 20-yard line. That play completely stops. We're now 4th and 20 as we see the clock just tick right now.
And it looks like Shakini may have gotten a hand on it too, which slightly tipped the ball and didn't really allow the receiver to move it, really take the ball upfield.
You wonder, are they going to let this one just go right down to the end of the first quarter? And it looks like that's exactly it. If we now hit the end of the first quarter right now, Medina leads 30-0 against Akron. We're going to take a quick break as we come back for the end of the first half, the end into the full second quarter. I'm Tom Prince, joined by Francis Beck, and we've got a 30-0 lead in favor of Medina.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Okay, folks, we're back for the second half as Akron is looking to kick this one off.
Second quarter,
I keep saying. I'm trying to rush it along right here. I'm telling you, I'm trying here, Francis. You know that. So I apologize. We're here in the beginning of the second quarter. It is 4th down and 20 right now for Akron. Fry's going to kick this one off right now. Poole is back to receive. And there goes the snap. Oh, that's blocked! That's blocked, and it's going to go right out at the 7-yard line. Looks like the 8-yard line is where they're going to mark it. But another special teams win for Medina. Two right now kickoffs recovered. A block punt. It has been special teams over and over and over again for Medina, as now you've got another short field.
It's every play. It feels like it's almost every play. Everything they do just seems to go right for them.
I mean, unbelievable what we've seen special teams-wise. So, I talk about it all the time. People underestimate what special teams brings to a high school football game. But if you don't believe it, this is exactly examples of why special teams is so important to a victory and so important for your team. So Payne's going to go back down under center. He's going to right now keep it. That one's going to go to Skinner. Skinner's looking to break this one out, and he does. He goes in for the touchdown, and that's an 8-yard scamper right there. And you can just see is right now it's all Medina. We're going to look right now. You could see, look like he was going to pitch it there to Poole, hands it off to Skinner. Skinner's going to look to break it out, breaks a tackle right there, and then breaks a second one and gets right into the end zone. And that is now a 36-0 lead with 11:50 left in the second quarter. Medina will again go for the 2-point conversion right here.
And Tom, that's the play that is the opposite of the toss play that Poole's been doing so well on the last drive.
Payne looking right now to hand this one off as this one's going to go back Again, going to get converted, and that was by number 5. Arnold, again, the sophomore, gets in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. We now got a 38-0 game in favor of Medina.
Yeah, let's take a look at the yardage right now. It's still fairly even, 77 rushing yards to 59 passing yards for Medina, 136 total, so still fairly even. And you can tell Medina is pretty much who we want to. We have Arnold already getting tallies. He's got 178 yards coming into this game. He might be close to half of that by now, or he's at least a third of the way there.
Well, you've only got 79. Remember, also, you got to remember Poole's run a lot, too, today. And with only 79-yard rush, it's really 30 and 30 right there, right? If you think about it, even if they split it right there, you would think the yardage would be so much more in a 38-0 game. But the problem is that
they've had short
Medina's
fields.
had short fields that they haven't had to really. They've got a lot of scores, but not a lot of yards that are attached to it. So Payne's going to get set right now to kick this one off.
But that shows you the confidence, that the fact that a guy like Arnold is already getting all these carries this early in the game.
And those are 2 flags that are thrown, but it should be for the same exact play as it goes out at the 25-yard line. That ball now will be moved up to the 35-yard line where Akron's going to start.
Do you think at this point Coach Valley is telling Payne to keep kicking it that way, and he figured we already got 2 recovered, see if we can get a few more, and if we get a penalty, we trust our defense?
No, because obviously the other ones were more squib kicks. You know what I mean? These are outright kicks that he's doing right now. Obviously, he's trying to keep the ball away from Hibbert, as Hibbert's, you know what I mean, the guy that's back. But I don't think he's purposely trying to put it in that spot like he was earlier. So here we go. Fry right now takes it. Going to hand this one off to number 4 right there, Bergman. And Bergman looked to break it to the outside, tries cutting it back in. That's going to only be a yard gain right now, as it's going to go 2nd and 9 for Akron. Looks like they're going to move quick here, too.
Great job by those linebackers, quickly seeing where the play was going and taking down Bergman.
So Akron gets their signals right now. Fry makes the call. Here it is. Bergman's going to get the handoff again. Goes right up the middle right now. Looks like for a 2-yard gain, but he's taken down by number 52 right there, Chris Johnson. The defensive line, 6 foot, 255-pounder. But, boy, that duo right now, Johnson and Larrabee, just really tough to right now run on.
Yeah, and you can tell right now they're bringing in Bergman, their leading receiver, and the tailback. Probably not something Coach Klaus really wanted to do.
So Fry's going to look at the throw. He rolls out to the outside. He's looking to throw. He goes deep. Intercepted again, and it's by Rim again right there. So Rim just having a day right now. It doesn't matter whether his quarterback throws it or the other quarterback throws it. Rim's going to be right there to try to make a catch.
Yeah, I think Fry was trying to force things a little bit. Probably should have thrown it away. Medina had that covered up completely on the right side.
So, Francis, we're going to talk a lot in the second half about conferences. Why don't you tell everybody what to look forward in the second half?
Yeah, so I yesterday went crazy because I couldn't sleep and decided to pretty much figure out all the playoff scenarios because this coming week will be the final week of the regular season, which, by the way, we're getting an extra one this year.
Yep.
So I'll kind of go over what the playoffs scenarios are, the big games to keep an eye on as well.
So Payne back under center. He's going to look to hand this one off. He hands it off to Poole, but Poole hit immediately in the backfield by number 69, Blake Fromwiller, the senior defensive tackle, 5'11", 245, and there's probably the best defensive play we've seen from Akron so far.
Fromwiller, 9th tackle of the season, and again, he just breaks through the line, makes a big play. Hopefully the Tigers can find some way to get confidence out of that. Or some momentum.
So right now we've got 9:33 left inside the first half. Medina comes up to the line. You see right now Payne's going to go back into the shotgun right here. He's going to hand this one off to Poole. Poole's looking right now for a hole. Goes back up the middle. First broke it to the outside. Cut back in. But Number 9, Matthew Ironelli, was waiting there for him. The senior defensive end, 6'3", 180, makes the tackle after it looked like of a gain of about 4 or 5 right there. So you've still got probably one of the longest third downs so far that Medina has seen of the day.
I'll tell you what, that should have been a 2-yard loss, and Poole somehow turned it into a 4-yard gain. It's quite a cut he made, and for Medina, this is this 3rd and 8 is very manageable the way they've been playing.
No doubt about it. Listen, 3rd and right now, I'd say about 50 has been manageable for them the way they've been playing. So Payne goes back under center. He's going to pitch it out to the outside, and he looks to turn it up, but boy, that's going to be a first down. He got it. He absolutely, Thompson makes a great play right there, gets the pitch. You saw the speed go on, turn on the burners right now, and gets the first down.
Yeah, he got hit, but just kind of ran through that hit and fell forward for the first down.
You could see just with the minute that pitch went out, you can see he went from 0 to 60, right? Almost immediately. And once he got those afterburners going, he saw nothing but first down right there.
And he's going right for the water right now on the sideline. You can tell, and he certainly earned it.
So Payne right now looking to and he's going to hand it off to number 12 right there, Caden Lillaby. And Lillaby's going to go right up the middle right there, and it's again for another first down for Medina. So think about that right now. You've seen Lillaby run the ball. We've seen Poole run the ball. We've seen Thompson run the ball. And we have seen, I'm missing one right there, and Arnold run the ball. Sorry. Those are your guys. So you've seen 4 different guys that have run the ball for more than 10 yards already inside the first half.
And that just shows you the dominance of this offensive line. That's what it comes down to, is that they're getting such a great push up front.
So Payne's going to stay in the shotgun right here. He calls up Arnold. Arnold comes right next to him right now. That's going to get handed off to Arnold. He's looking to break it to the outside right there. Look at this. He stays up. Needs 3 tacklers right there to take him down as he broke a tackle earlier. It looked like that number 4, Bergman, had him for a loss. He breaks the tackle, but Bergman holds him up long enough to get some support from the Akron team, so it's actually a 0-yard gain.
Arnold is Medina's second running back. How many teams do you know that would take him as their first tailback? He's doing a fantastic job. Only 27 carries, 178 yards coming into this game, but he's doing a fantastic job. Only a sophomore, so the ceiling is huge for him. He'll be more than ready to take over next year as Poole, a senior, will graduate.
So Payne right now is going to come back up under center right now. He's got Poole right now in the backfield, and he's looking to keep this. He's going to roll to the outside. He's going to be a short pass, and that is Skinner drops that one right at the 30-yard line right there. So now we're going to go 3rd and 10 for Medina with 5:58 left inside the first half.
Yeah, that was a bit of a tough pass for Payne. Going to the left side as a right-handed quarterback, wasn't able to get his feet set, and that pass was a little low. Skinner could have had it, but it wasn't really that great of a – it would have been a tough catch for him, and he could have gotten hit pretty soon after.
So, folks, stay with us at halftime as Francis is going to head down in about 2 minutes. He's going to do our first interview with Akron head coach right at the 50-yard line. We'll then do our halftime show and then do Medina's head coach with 3 minutes left. This is going to be right now a screen over to Poole. Poole goes 30, 25, 20, breaks a tackle, gets down to the 15, reaches out to the 13. Actually, it looks like his foot is going to go out right at the 16.5-yard line is where they're going to put him right now. But a nice screen pass there by Payne to Poole.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do with a guy like Poole. Get it on a screen in space and see what kind of play you can make. And now look, so Medina, you can see right now, left hash. Payne's a right-handed quarterback and all that space on the right side. I think they're going to try some sort of rollout coming up.
Right-handed quarterback, left-handed kicker.
Ooh,
did you see that? You just see
I
that?
missed
Because
that
he's kicking
one.
it off, yeah. So Poole joins him up. The handoff. Going to go up the gut right now. Breaks one tackle, two tackles. Taken down right at the 11-yard line. He's taken down by number 32, Cody Lotz, the senior inside linebacker.
One quick criticism here. The Poole's being a little loose with that ball. I would tell him to tighten up. I know you're up 38 points right now, but you got to focus on the fundamentals. Hold that ball loose because eventually, when it comes playoff time, you're going to be in a closer game, and one of these teams is going to be able to knock that out.
Eventually, we're going to get to cold weather. I know we haven't gotten it yet, right? But we're going to hit it eventually. So Payne right now, back under center. He's going to right now keep this. He's going to give it to Skinner. Skinner goes right up the gut, and guess what? Skinner goes in for the touchdown. As we now have a 44-0 lead with 4:27 left.
The exact same play that Skinner scored on before. In the last touchdown. That fake toss to the outside, an inside handoff to Skinner, and just fights through a couple of guys to get in the end zone.
So 4:24 left, or the clock's ticking now. So 4:20 and ticking right now. Left inside the first half, as you're going to see Medina again go for the 2-point conversion. Payne back inside the shotgun. He's got Arnold behind him right now, and that's going to be a handoff to Arnold. Arnold cuts it right up the middle, and again, another 2-point conversion as Arnold's barely touched on that one. Now we've got 46-0 in favor of Medina with 3:59 left inside the first half. That's right, folks, the first half right there. What right now has Coach got to tell his team right there? What is he telling them down on the Akron sideline?
You got to keep your heads up, and at this point, the win probably isn't going to happen, but you got to keep fighting. You got to fight to execute, and you have to find something to take with you for your next game on Friday night. I think they say Friday night.
Yeah, against Cleve Hill.
Against Cleve Hill. It's another league battle. You're still in the playoffs. You still, with the win next week, you can still stay in the playoffs. You can be a 4 through 6 seed, possibly a home game if things really still work out for you. So this is not your season. Just because you're falling behind here, this is not your season's over. So you gotta get your team confidence and momentum and something to hang your head on.
And there's a good chance you can see these guys again inside the playoffs. So don't you want to get something to see what can we do positively to build on and know that we've got something that works against them for the future?
Yeah, and the big thing is your quarterback. He's had thrown 3 interceptions. Not all his fault, but a couple of them were. And I see that left-handed kick from Payne.
So that's going to be recovered there by number 3, Donnie Crayer, the junior wide receiver. And you're going to see probably Akron's best field position right now as they're going to take over at their own 42-yard line with 3:57 left inside the first quarter. Again, stay with us. We're going to just take a quick break for Francis to get down to the field right there. He'll be interviewing Akron's head coach right at halftime. Then look out for our halftime show, and then Medina's head coach. We're going to talk to everybody at halftime. And his pitch right now is going to go to Hibbert. Hibbert's going to look to break it to the outside. He's going to gain 3, it looks like, gets up to the 45-yard line. And he's going to be taken down there by, looks like number 56 on the tackle. That is Josh Wilson, the junior linebacker, 6'1", 190-pounder. So Fry's going to stay in the shotgun. The clock keeps ticking right here. Fry's going to hand off to Hibbert. Hibbert's going to look at it go right up the gut. Now take it to the outside. He's going to gain 1 on that one. And again, the tackle again, same as last one, again is number 56, Josh Wilson.
Yeah, this Medina defense, this is a pretty crazy formation they have. Just 2 down linemen. Your 2 ends are standing up. And sometimes leaving at the last second, they'll kind of move guys around in the middle. You don't see this very often.
So 3rd, and it looks like 6 here. Fry's going to keep it. Looking to break it up. And again on 3rd tackle in a row by number 56, Josh Wilson, and he has come up big as now you're going to see a 4th down and 5. No doubt Akron's going to go for this as they're at the 47-yard line. They need to get to Medina's 48 right now for a first down.
Yeah, this is their best field position, to be honest, they've had all day.
Fry was trying to draw a little offsides right there. Medina doesn't bite. Calls in down the play. Fry's going to take it, looks to throw. And that's going to be Hibbard right there. And again, on the tackle comes Rim. As Rim comes up, it looks like that's going to be a 2-yard loss right now for Akron. And Medina, with phenomenal field position again, is going to take over right at the 45-yard line right now for Medina. And I'll tell you, folks, this just right now is all Medina. And you can see you've got right now, Payne is going to go back into quarterback. He's still in there. You would think that Medina is going to go shoot right now at it. So Payne's going to step right up, back under center. He's going to hand this one off as this one goes right up the middle to number 12, who is Caden Lillaby, but he's taken down by number 9, Matthew Ironelli. So looks like it's going to be a 2-yard gain right there. We've got a 2nd and 8 for Medina. The clock keeps ticking as we've got 50, 49, 48 seconds left. You almost wonder, I think they're going to kneel this one. Looks like they're going to go right down and kneel this one out and be happy to go to the locker room with their lead, as they will have a 46-0 lead at halftime. And again, halftime, we'll be doing our halftime interviews. Payne's going to take the knee right now as 27-26. They're going to go to halftime with the lead. Take a look. We're going to go to halftime. We're going to very quickly go to Francis Beck right at midfield. He's going to very quickly talk to Coach. And then what we're going to do is from there, I will go down, join Francis at the sideline. We'll do a quick and hold on. It looks like we are almost ready to go right now. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to call this right down to Francis.
All right, we're back here at Veterans Memorial Park. I'm with Coach Andy Klaus of Akron. Coach, things couldn't have gone, unfortunately, much worse for you guys. What's your message? What's going to be your message to your guys right now?
Play fast and have fun. It's this is a quicksand game right now. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong. So,
your quarterback said it. What are you going to say to your quarterback to get him some confidence in the second half?
we got some stuff that we haven't been calling yet, and so we'll probably be playing a little bit in the second half just to maybe attack some different spaces. So, try to give the boys some confidence, I guess.
All right, thank you, Coach. Tom, back to you.
So you heard it, folks. I mean, right now, Coach has got to find some positivity for the team. I like that, right? Hey, listen, what else is he going to do right now? What else is he going to do but laugh, right? Could you do anything else more? You can't. You do. Coach is going to stay positive. He's going to go with a positive message to his team and no doubt try to do something to build up in the second half. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go down to the field. I'm going to join Francis as we are going to do our halftime interview right from the field.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it.
So we are halftime right now with Medina leading 46-0. Big cheerleaders right now. That's where all those applause go for. Glad the cheerleaders got a chance to show their stuff. But we're now at halftime. Medina 46-0. I'm Tom Prince. I'm joined by Francis Beck. Francis, what's next?
You know, I was glad to see that Coach Klaus was in a good mood. It would be very easy for a coach in that situation to be angry and annoyed, but he just kind of took it in stride. And it's this second half for him is all about building confidence for their next game.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with that 100%. And I said that right when you finished your interview. That said, you got to be positive right now. You go negative, you could see heads really go down, and you could see coaches going to go in. He said they haven't seen some things they're going to do. It's not a time to break them out in the second half. But we got to talk about this Medina team. They are unbelievable when it comes to weapons all over the place. We've seen 4 guys receive the ball. We've seen 4 guys run the ball, and every single one of them been effective. They really aren't going to change much, except for I think we'll probably see even more running the ball than we will still passing in the second half.
They're sending a statement to the rest of Class C right now. Beware of the Mustangs. They may get the number 1 seed, and they will take anyone on, whoever decides to come here or whoever might meet them at Highmark Stadium.
No doubt. Listen, Depew's already looking on. We know it, right? We know Fredonia's looking on. I know Southwestern's looking on. Guys, the C is loaded. Watch out. But this team's ready to go after and defend a crown.
For sure, Tom.
So listen, that's right now our halftime report. Want to say thank you so much for joining us so far. Look for the second half. We're going to talk a lot about the different scenarios in the second half so people can understand what this playoff scenario looks like. In the C division, it's crazy. So we definitely want to go over all those scenarios and give you the opportunity to hear a lot about it. You're still going to talk to head coach right here of Medina. So we got some things still to come. Can't wait. We got a big second half.
All right, yeah, I think that it's going to be fun for this second half.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you real shortly.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyimmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And...
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
All right, we're back at Veterans Memorial Park as the Medina Mustangs lead the Akron Tigers 46-0, and I'm with head coach Eric Valley. Coach, you couldn't have scripted that first half any better.
Yeah, I mean, all three phases of the game we came out and we played obviously very physically. We got after the ball, created turnovers, in our offense. We just have so many kids that can handle the ball and, get in the end zone. So I think that's what makes it such a dynamic team.
Tom and I were debating, were you squib kicking or were those onside kicks?
They are squib kicks. We just want to make it very hard for them to field. And in that, opportunities happen once in a while. And honestly, we do it all the time. That's the first time this year that we've been able to get one. I guess when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, I was about to say, C North Division was on the line tonight, and you guys were ready from the get-go. Was that in the back of your minds coming into this game?
Having 3 games in 9 days, we had kind of had this circle because it's our last league contest, and going into it up till last week, we were both undefeated. And we knew Akron had a very good team, and we were starting to get better. We played very well on Thursday night against Tonawanda too, and I was hoping just to carry that over, and we have to this point.
All right, thank you, Coach. Tom, back to you.
Boy, they not only carried that over and more. I'll tell you, just an unbelievable first half where Medina, you can just see, did everything right. They really did, and they are absolutely having a day right there. So you can see Medina's coach said it all. Like, we really saw the positive come out. They built off that 62-0 win over Tonawanda, carried it right into this game. Now we'll see exactly what happens from here on in. You think that they're just going to test the waters, do some things to make sure that offense is still kicking on all cylinders. We'll probably see a lot of running the ball, like I said. But I'll tell you, this Medina team, I think, could be even stronger this year than they were last year, because I think they're even deeper now as far as a team and more guys that can even do things. And that's after losing one of the top players in Western New York in Brian Fry, and they're still doing exactly what they need to do and hitting on all cylinders. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back to be able to start the second half, as right now Medina leads 46-0 over Akron.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to .com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. the most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Okay, we are back right now for the second half. It's been right now all Medina, so we're excited to kind of see what changes Akron makes right here. Come out, try to do something positive to move forward into their playoff run, as they still do have one more conference game, which will be held against Cleveland Hill Friday night at 7 o'clock. No doubt we know one of the top coaches that we love to talk about in Western New York. They'll be coming up here, and I'm sure Coach Graham right now is watching this one to see what he can take away.
Yeah, I don't know how much he's going to get out of this one, the way Medina is playing, but it.
Yeah, but you got to take over what Medina's doing then, right? What is Medina doing that's being effective that I can do with some of my guys?
Yeah, I think that's a big
Right.
question, and I think it comes down to line play. I mean, I see the biggest issue, I think, facing the Tigers. Look at that sideline. I mean, we have it in the top right corner of your screen. You can see some of their guys on the sideline. That's about it.
It's 1,
Where
2, 3,
Medina,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 injuries,
Yeah,
two
you could-
injured, 9 guys that are have helmets.
Yeah, and you can see them all right now on the top of your screen. That's all they have on their sideline. Meanwhile, Medina, their sideline's practically filled with guys on the side.
When they see Cleve Hill, it's going to look the same thing. Cleve Hill doesn't have a big
That's
sideline
true.
themselves, so. But I'll tell you, one of the biggest things you see Akron wants back is they want their number 66, Cavell, back. He'll be huge as that line will get stronger and stronger. So Akron's going to kick off. Fry's going to kick off. It's going to be an onside kick that's going to go out of bounds, though, at the 49-yard line. There's the flag. And, again, you'll see Medina take over with phenomenal field position.
Yeah, and I would expect to see a little more, as you said, a little more running the football, but the same, pretty much dominance as usual. Speaking of dominance of this Medina team tonight, we've just learned that the quarterback, Xander Payne, has set a school record for passing touchdowns in a season. As 19, he passes Levi Pace, who set the record at 18 back in 2008.
And still has another game.
Yeah.
In the regular season still, right? That doesn't
Granted,
even count
he had
playoffs.
It's a built-in extra game.
Payne right now is going to keep it rolled to the outside, looking to break it out. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, though, taken down by number 3, Donnie Crayer. So a great play as you saw Payne try to roll out. Crayer read it, and there's a no gain, so we're going to see a 2nd down and 10.
And that's a great way to start the second half of your Akron. Make a big play on defense. Again, it's about confidence right now, really, for Akron. To get positive plays.
Yeah, especially, you've come off a week last week where you lost to Franklinville, Ellicottville, a top D team, 40-7. Now you're losing to Medina, 46-0. No doubt you want to start building off positivity to go into your next game. So Payne looking to hand this one off. He's going to hand it off to Poole, slowly breaking one to the outside, and he breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he's going to be tackled right at the 39-yard line, and will be enough for a 1st down, as that's going to be an 11-yard gain right there for Poole on that one.
Yeah, Poole just going to the outside and just finding some running room, as he's been doing all game long.
And I'll tell you, just one running back to another, right? From Poole to Thompson can run the ball. Arnold runs the ball. And Poole and Arnold, 2 different backs, right? Arnold, that big, strong running back, and I'm not saying Poole's not strong. He is, but he's that quicker back, and you just see the 2 different styles. Pitch to the outside, and look at this. Breaking it to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown again for Medina. And boy, you just saw a 39-yard run for Arnold, and you everybody. So here's the replay right here. Look at that gap.
Yeah, cuts inside of Skinner I think it was number 12's block and bounces it to the outside for the easy score. Once he got past that one block, he was gone.
I think one guy touched him, and all they did was touch him, right? Did you see that gap, the way it opened up? Got to give your offensive line right there credit, plus your lead blockers. Great job. Medina leads 52-0 as we have 9-10 and ticking right now. Arnold's going to stay in. He's going to run the gut right up the gut. How many times for the 2-point conversion? He's going to try to break it right in, and he does right there as he carries a couple guys right in for the 2-point conversion. Medina now leads this one 54-0 with 8:50 left inside the third quarter.
And really, Mustangs picking up right where they left off. I'm pretty sure I imagine you'll get to see their second teamers up pretty well. Again, as we talked about, they have great numbers on this sidelines, which is big for your team, especially as you get later in the season. It helps with practicing. You can go all 11 on 11. You can keep guys fresh. If you guys need a day off, you can keep going with your practice. So that's a huge advantage for the Mustangs.
We did see some of the other players come in the end of that second quarter right there defensively for Medina. So they already started bringing some guys in off the bench. We saw that. But we're going to see a running clock for the second half too. Francis, so you know, as you see, the clock has not stopped since that touchdown happened. They're going to let the clock run for the entire second half here, which is why you're seeing that run right now, wondering why it hasn't stopped. And that ball's going to go out of bounds right there at the 26-yard line. So that should come up right now to the 35-yard line for Akron. So we said we were going to talk about some playoff scenarios. Do you want to go conference by conference, start at AA? Is that where we want to start?
Yeah, let's start in AA. This is pretty straightforward. So 6 and 7 are set. Niagara Falls is 6. Hutch Tech is 7. Remember, there's only 7 teams in Class AA, so this first seed will get a bye, and that's between Bennett and Lancaster, and it's going to come down to the Bennett game. I believe they play Niagara Falls, if I'm mistaken.
Yep.
If they win, they get the number 1 seed. Lancaster is 2. If Niagara Falls wins, Lancaster goes to 1, Bennett goes to 2.
Hibbert's going to get the handoff run to the outside. Looks like a 2-yard gain right there by Hibbert, and he's taken down by, it looks like number 99 was in on the 39 was in on the tackle, and that is Brody Fry, the freshman linebacker. Another Fry coming up the ranks is what it is.
Well, you know what I asked you before the game, is Travis Fry related to Brian Fry?
No. Travis isn't. That's your quarterback for Akron. We got another Fry right here on Medina we're talking about.
Oh, there's another Fry for Medina.
Yeah. That's who 39 was. And Fry looks to take it right up the middle. He's going to get down to the 40-yard line as he's taken down by number 7, Dominic Larrabee. We've called his name multiple times today. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 5 for Akron.
Yeah, finishing up with AA here, we got Clarence has a pretty easy path to the number 3 seed. They need either a win or an Orchard Park loss. And then Orchard Park could still get the 3 seed, but they would need a win over Will North and for Clarence to lose. If Will North wins, they would get the number 4 seed.
So handoff. Oh, no. Fry's going to keep it. Try to break to the outside. Looks like he stumbled a little bit. He's not going to get anything right now, as that's actually going to be a 3-yard loss. You saw he stumbled right there trying to get to the outside. Couldn't get his footing.
Yeah, and I think the officials, let's see where they mark where the forward progress stopped. That was pretty favorable to Fry. He seemed like because they were really pushing him back. So they'll make it at least 4th and 8. It could have been a lot worse for the Tigers.
So 4th down. Fry is going to punt this one right here. Nobody back for Medina. They're just going to watch this one.
Yeah, and I feel feeling Coach Valley kind of set that up. Don't want to pour it on right now. You're going to get the ball. Don't need a big return.
You almost wonder, too, if they wanted to just make sure it wasn't a fake.
Yes.
Right? No fakes. We'll take it off at the 30-yard line. No big deal. We just want to make sure it's not a fake and we give up a 1st down.
Yeah, for sure.
So is that it for the double A's?
Yeah,
or?
that's it for the double A's.
Okay.
So that's pretty straightforward. Remember, the first seed in that conference gets by. A North could be complicated. 2 games really to keep an eye on. The first one is Grand Island Sweet Home. The other one is Kenmore West, Kenmore East. Grand Island should get the first seed. Would get the first seed if they win it, because they would be the only team that would be undefeated in league play.
Payne's going to hand this off to Skinner. Skinner looks to take it to the outside. Looks like it's going to be a 6-yard gain as he's taken down by Hibbard, as well as Blue Eye right now on that one. And there's a 6-yard gain for Medina.
Yeah, I want to say I love those inside handoffs. They're one of my favorite plays when you execute them correctly, because the defense never expects them, and there's always a back going to the outside that they're really looking for. So I love when you run them. They're well executed. It's perfect football, in my opinion.
So you're going to see right now, Payne goes back into the shotgun. He's got Arnold behind him. He's got Skinner next to him. And there's the handoff right now. And that goes to Thompson. Thompson to break it to the outside. He's going to get a first down and more. This is going to be I don't know if it was a blindsided hit, but it's going to be a hit.
It was behind the it wasn't really that necessary. It was behind the play. I believe the player had held lid with his helmet, which is why the Akron player is down. It's not on your screen, but there's an Akron player who is down on the Medina sideline. They're trying to give him some space. It wasn't a necessary hit as well by the Medina player, in my opinion, behind the play, and I think he led with his helmet.
I think it's going to be Cody Lotz is who it is. Yes, it's Cody Lotz right now on the ground. Cody, we hope you're okay. That's right now all we care about is that Cody's okay after that hit. You can see right now the trainer. We don't have him on, but we're going to take a quick break. The trainers tend to Cody right now. Right now we're just worried about him, and we come back to make sure that he's okay, and then we'll straighten everything out as we come back. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back here in a moment.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Paul Wolf Agency, how can I help?
I got a problem. I got a big problem. The house flooded overnight, everything's destroyed, and I don't know what to do.
You can relax. The wolf is on his way.
What's the damage?
It's bad.
As opposed to good? It's 20 minutes away. I'll be there in 10.
You're Teddy?
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul Wolf. I solve problems.
Oh, good, because I got a big one in here.
May I come in?
Absolutely. Mr. Wolf, can I get you a cup of coffee?
Okay, we're back. There's been a lot of penalties on this one, okay? And as we were at break, and the Medina team was just in a huddle up to the side, there was another penalty flag that was thrown, and it was for unsportsmanlike conduct. We knew that. So,
first, I just want to mention Cody Lotz. You can see he did he's walking off the field on his own power without his helmet, but we think he's kind of maybe holding his rib or something, his left side. So it doesn't look like it's a head injury at this point, which is a good sign. So, but hopefully he's okay, as he's going to take a seat in the bench and get some looked at by the trainer. So at least that's good. Now let's get to the flags.
So it was the hit that was out of bounds, and then there was an unsportsmanlike conduct on there, which was 2 15-yard penalties. There's your 30 yards right there, as it pretty much happened almost right at the 50-yard line is where all this had happened. So this will be Medina taking over now. They're going to call this second down and 20, it looks like right now for Medina, as that would have been a first down. So Payne right now back under center is going to hand this one off, and you can see right now breaking it out to the outside was Lillaby on that one. Lillaby looks like he's taken out of bounds right at the 17-yard line. No, gave him a little bit more. So at the 19-yard line right there, which is a loss of 1. So we've got 3rd down and 21. Akron looking to make one of their first stops of the day.
Getting back to the Class A North playoff picture, we should mention Class A North, there's an extra team. I think there's 9 teams. So you don't play 2 of the teams in your division. Which kind of is going to complicate things when you have teams tied and they didn't play head-to-head, and you kind of have to go further down in the tiebreakers to figure out what's going to happen.
And there's going to be a handoff right there. Handoff goes out to Woodrow. Woodrow looking to take it to the outside. He's going to gain maybe 3 on this one.
So I've broken this down into 4 scenarios. First scenario, Grand Island and Kenmore West win. Vikings get the first seed. Kenmore West is the second. Sweet Home's the third. Lockport's 4. Star Point is out. Second scenario, Grand Island loses. Ken West wins. Grand Island would still get the 1 seed. Sweet Home would be in second. West in third. Lockport 4th. Star Point out in that scenario. Third is Grand Island wins. Kenmore West loses. Grand Island would get the first seed. But then you'd have a 4-way tie between Sweet Home, Ken West, Star Point, and Lockport, and that may need to be decided by some sort of coin flip or by the executive committee. So they're going to hope that does not happen.
Cicchini's there to punt right now, and that's going to go out right now to about the 45-yard line, picked up by Bergman. Bergman right now brings it up to the 49-yard line as he gets tapped. Oh, there's flags all over the place right now. Now it's getting a little chippy. No doubt you can just see and here comes all the coaches right now on the field for Akron.
Yeah, you can tell they're seeing the after effects of that hit on Lotz, and I'm sure they're frustrated from this game. And that was Fry that was getting a little fired up, which is not something you want to see from your quarterback if you're Akron. But the
was
referees,
it Fry or was it Hibbard?
Well,
Hibbard was right there in the mix when the flag went out. I saw that.
Okay, I know one
play. 2 and 22.
Yeah,
that's
2
why
and 22.
I didn't know if it was so close.
I know they held his teammates were holding one Akron player, kind of back from getting in the thick of things.
And wow, the crowd just got into it more too, right? It's been pretty quiet all game. We've got 43 seconds left inside the third quarter. Remember, really the only thing that stopped the clock has been the flags right here and then the injury, right? Really is what has stopped the clock. Otherwise, we've had this clock that kept moving the entire time. And they're still out there talking about this one. Flags are still on the ground. I got 2 refs talking to Medina's coach and 2 refs talking to Akron's coach. You wonder, is this going to be some sort of offsetting penalties when you see that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you see that. And I think I see Arnold is over with his helmet off to the side. So you hope he's still in the game. But I'm a little nervous, to be honest, about that. And the last thing Medina wants right now is to lose any players. So they'd be out for the next game. Granted, it's not a league game, but it's still your rival, Albion.
Absolutely.
Crosstown rivals. And Albion's, remember, a very good B team. That will be a big test for Medina going into the playoffs.
I wonder if we're getting an injection right here.
That's what I'm worried about, the way I'm looking at Arnold. It looks like they're trying to take off his shoulder pads.
Yep, that's Arnold. So let's see here. Refs are now coming out. So personal foul both ways.
Oh, two. I think it's 2 ejections.
And it looks like Hibbert is over on the other side taking his stuff off. See right at the back of the thing. So it looks like we've lost 2 running backs on either side. It looks like we've lost Hibbert and we've lost Arnold right now from this game. As you said, there's 2 ejections.
And that's going to be huge for Akron next week because they still have a league game next week against Cleve Hill. And they want to stay in the. I mean, if they lose against Cleve Hill, there's no guarantee they would make it in the playoffs.
So I wonder, we'll probably see what Bergman right now run the ball more.
And keep in mind, he's their leading receiver, so you lose him as a receiving threat.
So, wow, we've got 42 seconds. They started the clock again. It looks like 36, 35. It's ticking again. 1st and 10 right now on the 46-yard line for Akron. And there's Bergman, the handoff right up the gut. Looks like he's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage right there. And it looks like on the tackle is number 51, Zach Oliver, the senior linebacker, 5'8", 220.
And Larrabee's walking off. Looks like he took a helmet to his lower back. That's not very fun. So he's kind of walking off. He's going to get looked like.
That. Yeah, he looks like he's holding that back. But he looks, you see to me, he's like, yeah, I'm all right. You know what I mean? I wonder if he just got that little stinger right there.
Yeah, I think it's more of a stinger more than anything. It might be a little bit of a bruise in the morning, but I think he's right to, come on the sidelines for a few plays.
So that is the end of the 3rd quarter right there, where that score is right, folks. It's Medina 54, Akron nothing. And really what Akron's just been trying to do is to build some positivity. And unfortunately in this game, we've lost 2 players due to ejections. And we saw it happen almost right in front of us right here. As you can saw, one Medina player and one Akron player, both getting upset. And that was not too long after one of Akron's players got hit right there. But we'll see right now what bodes right now for the 4th quarter. I expect to see a pretty quick 4th quarter right here, though.
Yeah, so do I. All right, so to finish up the Class A North playoff picture, last scenario, if both teams lose, Sweet Home would get the 1 seed, Grand Island will be 2, Lockport will be 3, and Kenmore West will be 4. So to boil this all down, 3 scenarios, Grand Island's the 1 seed, and in most of these scenarios, in fact, if Kenmore West, if Grand Island loses, Kenmore West would be either the 3 or the 4 seed, which is kind of a crazy situation. So Kenmore West is actually rooting for the Vikings Friday night.
So it's almost, from what we gathered, it seems to be that Star Point is the one team looking outside the scenarios in almost all the scenarios.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it looks like. And again, these things come down to, what it boils down to is the common opponents, and not only which ones you beat by how much. And they had a couple of close games. I think they only beat Wheatfield by 8 points. And then they had if Kenmore West is a common opponent, then, they just lost to them by 40 points. So that only counts as negative 20, but still that's compared to a Lockport who only lost to them by 4 or 6 points, and other teams as well.
So, I said this time and time again, I just think Grand Island's the class of the day, the A division. I don't know if there's another team that can roll with them right now.
Yeah, I was talking with some people. I don't, Sweet Home's a good team. I don't know if they really have the horses to stay with Grand Island for 4 quarters. I think maybe, if Sweet Home comes in, they're on their A game, and maybe Grand Island's a little off. The Panthers can pull off the win. But with the attack that, similar to Medina, they kind of have a very balanced attack. Bielik running the ball, and then you have Horvath throwing the ball. He's got those receivers. I don't think Sweet Home can stop them for 4 straight quarters.
Yep, and that's kind of what I've been saying pretty much since the second week. Even when Grand Island lost to Orchard Park, I said, watch, this is going to be the team to beat out of A. A South, Now we're talking a little bit different, right? I think there are 4 teams there that legitimately can go after that. With one team, I do think that is right now the leader in the clubhouse, but those 3 teams behind aren't far behind. So it looks like we're going to get a second down right here. Fry right now stays in the backfield. It looks like he's got a new running back there. And Fry's going to throw it. That one's going to be up in the air.
Ooh, that's going to be
out
close.
Of bounds. No, he called him out of bounds right there. He said it was out. It looked like his new running back was Alex Wick, is who came in at running back, the junior. He's also a wide receiver, but it looks like he's going to be right now the running back.
Yeah, Wick has 9 catches, 23 yards on the season. We don't have any rushing stats for him.
And again, like we talked about, you just wonder if Akron's looking to, let's get out of here healthy for the rest of the game.
And especially if you already have a player that was ejected, things getting chippy, you don't want to lose anyone else because of ejections for the next game.
And Bergman's on the sidelines. He's got his helmet off. Do you see that? So Fry right there is going to be taken down. The first one on the play right there is Cicchini. Cicchini gets the stop. And that's going to be, it looks like a 4-yard loss on Fry, and it's going to bring up 4th down for Akron.
And you can see who I think that's number 12 pulling one of his linemen back. Again, both of these teams got to keep their emotions down, still have another game to play as well.
So you want to keep going over some more scenarios?
Yeah, let's go over to Class A South. Number 1, as I already said, as we said, Jamestown had a fantastic year. They have clinched the number 1 seed. The other, we do know the 3 other playoff teams. It's just a matter of order right now that we need to figure out. It's pretty simple if Frontier wins. If they win, regardless of how Will South does against Will East, it'll be Frontier 2, Will South 3, Hamburg 4.
Oh, it's a must punt right now. Fry looking to get this off. He's lucky he even was able to kick it. Whoa. So that was interesting. It looked like it hit an Akron player, then hit the Medina player, and then you see Rim right now come up with it. But almost a turnover right there at a crazy set of events. The fact that Fry even kicked that one is amazing, right? Because he was just trying to make a turn to give himself room to punt. So you got to give Fry right there, just showed his athletic ability to be able to somehow get that kick off.
And he's had a pretty gutty performance, I have to say.
Yes.
He struggled, obviously. He had those early interceptions, but he's still out there fighting. Keep in mind, he's playing on both ends. I think maybe they took him out. He's in at safety now. He's moved from his corner spot over to safety, but he's having a gutty performance. I want to give big kudos to him for the way he's playing in this second half after everything that went wrong in the first.
So here we go right now as you're going to see Payne come back up under center right now. And that ball's going to go a handoff right now, straight up the gut. That's going to go for 9 yards right now. The ball was handed off to Brody Fry.
All right, so I talked about Frontier. If they win, it's pretty simple. Hamburg wins. This is when things get pretty interesting. So if the Bulldogs win 14 points or more, they would get, and this is regardless of the Will South result, they would be the 2 seed. Frontier would be 3. Will South would be 4. If Hamburg wins by less than 12 points and Will South wins, it would be Frontier, then Will South, and Hamburg in 4th. Hamburg wins and a Will South loss. The Bulldogs would be 2. Frontier would be 3. Will South would be 4.
So we got our next play right now. Payne back under center, looking to hand this one off. Goes straight up the middle, 2 right there. Stopped at probably, it looks like maybe a yard gain right there to bring up 3rd down. On the run was Lillaby again.
The final scenario from A South would be is Hamburg wins by exactly 13 points and Will South wins. The Billies would be the 2 seed. Hamburg would be 3 and Frontier would be 4. But again, it comes down to if the Falcons can win, it's pretty much set that Frontier gets the 2nd seed.
And remember, that Frontier-Hamburg game's a rivalry game to boot that they're going to play against each other. Payne looking to hand off. There goes Fry right now up the gut. Looks like he has the 1st down even though he's taken back. I think he had, and it looks like, yes, it's going to be a 1st down by a yard right there. like I said, you're talking about a huge rivalry game.
How long has it been since that rivalry game has meant this much for playoffs?
Oh, I can't tell you. I mean, because you got to remember, for years it was also Hamburg in A and Frontier in Double A. But remember, too, well, the biggest story may be no South Park, no West Seneca West. That may be the biggest story, really, that we're talking about not in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, and those two teams are certainly capable of beating a team getting the second or third seed in the A North division.
So 1st and 10 right now for Medina. 6:37 and ticking. Payne right now looking to hand off. Goes to the outside, 35-30, and it's going to be another first down right there for Lillaby.
We talked about it a little bit. Medina has Albion next week in a non-league game. The Purple Eagles are the 2nd seed. They have locked that up in the B North division. Maritime is number 1. 3 and 4 seeds up for grabs. It's probably going to be between Maryvale and Cheektowaga. That's, of course, pending the Warriors beating Newport tomorrow. I think that should happen, but that is a pretty that's what it is there.
And holding against Medina, so that's going to come back right now. Still remain first down, but it's going to be a first down and 14. Folks, remember that the holding doesn't come from the line of scrimmage. Where the flag gets thrown, you take 10 yards from where the flag is thrown. That's why it doesn't look like it was a full 10-yard penalty, but it was from the place of the where the flag took place.
See, Medina going to get right in that straight I formation, or actually in the offset I formation. They have the fullback pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
So the handoff right now back to Lillaby. He's going to go right now, break it to the outside. He almost trips up, gets back to the line of scrimmage for a 4-yard run on that one.
Yeah, just a smart run to the outside, seeing the hole and just getting what was there. There's only 4 yards available. That's all you need, and he set up second, and you get back to the original line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Class B South, pretty much the same deal as the North. First 2 seeds locked up, Iroquois 1, West Seneca East 2, and then Pioneer and Olean will decide the 3 and 4 seeds in that game. Remember, in B and A, you'll have the first seed in North face the 4th seed in the South, and vice versa, and then 2 in North will face the 3 seed in South. So pretty simple. That's the B is the easiest to figure out.
And that hand up went right up the gut right there, as that was again by Brody Fry. Looks like he has about 5 yards on that one. So we're going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 as that clock keeps ticking with 4:12 left inside the game.
You mentioned earlier Medina has won their games by pretty significant margins like this one, and that's probably going to come and happen it's going to be very helpful when they figure out these who gets the top seed in the Class C North. Because this year C is 3 divisions, so what happens is the winners of each divisions get a top seed, which is a home game. So it looks like Medina is going to win the North, and then Depew has already won the Central, Verdonia's won the South, and because I believe that the South has an extra league game because they have more teams compared to the other 2 divisions. The first tiebreaker will be league win percentage, so your league percentage, and then it'll be point differential average. And believe it or not, Depew and Fredonia are actually tied for point differential average at 17. So the next tiebreaker is points against average in your league games. So so it looks like Depew would have the edge over Fredonia. And my guess is that the way Medina is, I haven't done the math, but it looks like they would have the best point differential average. But they would do better than Fredonia and Depew. So I believe Medina is going to get the number 1 seed in the Class C playoffs. And then it's going to be Akron, Cleve Hill. I still got to do the math. I think would decide that.
So we have a 4th down play coming up. The last play we just saw Payne roll out to the outside, went out of bounds. So it's about a 4th down and 6 right here. Payne's going to look to keep it again, roll to the outside. And he may have gotten that first down as he reaches out for it, but they're going to mark it short. He's going to be marked about a yard short, and it's going to be first down Akron right there.
I don't know, Tom. I thought he outstretched that arm. He did a fantastic job. I thought he had it, but a great effort by Payne in this game.
But I don't know where the foot did when he went out. Right?
That's
the one
true.
thing we couldn't see because there was traffic. But, in a 54-0 loss, anything that's going to be close where it's going to go to the other side, 9.9 times out of 10, it's going to go to the team that's losing 54-0.
And you know what? I'm sure Payne does not mind. He, get off the field. I think maybe he's a little disappointed to get it, but you know what? He knows there's a big fight coming up against Albion next week.
So it looks like we got a new quarterback right now, and his number 24 is in for Akron, Dakota Lagenfeld. And he's going to hand that off to Wick on that one, as Wick is going to take that up for 3 yards right now. So we'll see a 2nd down and 7 as the clock keeps ticking. We got 1:15 to go.
All right, real quick, we're going to wrap this up with Class D. That one is all set. Randolph first seed. Then it's CSP, followed by Franklinville, Portville, Silver Creek, Cat Little Valley, Randolph, CSP. Will get first-round byes. That is a look of your Section 6 playoff picture. And we'll talk more about that, I believe, on Wednesday, you and Frank. I'm going to talk about it more on the Friday Night Final Drive. And then we're going to have a special show Saturday before we broadcast that St. Francis Canisius game.
Love it, Western New York. We got football covered here in Western New York Athletics. Got to love it. And right now there's going to be a pass right there as that's going to go over the head right there of the intended receiver, which was Jack Fowler on that one. I'll tell you, I wonder if we're even going to see Akron run another play right here. They may just let this thing tick right down and end the ball game.
So, Akron, I have to say, you got to lick your wounds. You got to find something positive. They got a short turnaround to Friday, a very important game against Cleve Hill. I believe it's Friday. Let's double check that.
Yep. Friday, Akron plays Cleve Hill. Yep.
Yeah, they host Cleve Hill. It's a short turnaround, so you need to quickly get your head on straight. And you got to fight for a playoff spot.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to do some post-game interviews here. So what we're going to do is we are going to shut down the broadcast. Look out for us shortly. We will redo a new broadcast where we will have our players of the game as well as interviews with head coach. Let's find out what's if you want to really see who our players of the game that we picked are going to be, you'll have to wait and see. You'll have to come back to us shortly. But I want to say congratulations right now. Medina wins 54-0 over Akron. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Tom Prince. I'm joined by Francis Beck, Heidi Gunther, our producer, and Russ Battaglia on the camera. Thanks so much, guys. We had a great broadcast. And please tune into us as later on tonight we do the players of the game. Tomorrow we cover Eden North Collins versus Lackawanna.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your song. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Being home.